Have you ever discovered something so devastating that nothing afterward feels the same? That moment when the world you thought you knew collapses and you're left in the rubble, wondering if anything you felt was ever real? My name is Ethan Cole, and this is my story. A year ago, I would have bet everything on my marriage to Claire. 10 years together, 7 of them married. We'd faced layoffs, miscarriages, and lost real estate bids, and yet we always came back to each other. I believed we were solid. But hope is a fragile thing. Claire worked in event production, a non-stop whirlwind of galas, charity auctions, red carpets. I was the opposite, orderly, predictable, logistics operations in a shipping firm. Somehow, we balanced each other. Then came the IVF heartbreak, 2 rounds, nothing. When the doctor suggested a pause, Claire refused to give up. So did I. Everything changed one Wednesday, when I walked in to find Claire clutching a white envelope. She announced, bright and rehearsed, "Ella's wedding in Aspen this weekend. It's a whole trip." Ella was a college friend, and Claire said I didn't need to come. I shrugged it off as an innocent girls-only getaway. She laughed, kissed my cheek, and said, "Don't be dramatic." I smiled, drove her to the airport, and waved goodbye, unaware of how unwelcome that gesture would later feel. Friday morning, she sent a selfie, champagne and bridesmaids behaving badly. I laughed. No big deal. Sunday she arrived glowing, tired, sleeping well that night. I didn't suspect a thing. 2 weeks later, I woke up itching all over. A rash across my chest. Fever. Itchy nights. My doctor delivered the shocking diagnosis: chlamydia. I laughed first, in disbelief. I hadn't cheated. The doctor asked if I'd been with anyone else. I said no, only Claire. I took a second test. It confirmed the first. My world cracked. I confronted her that night. She tried excuses, saying, "It wasn't mine, those meds are Kelly's, from the wedding." But I already had the tests. She admitted drinking too much. It meant nothing. I needed truth, not stories. I moved into the guest room, sinking into silence. For 5 days, I stared at the ceiling fan, watching it spin like it could reverse time. Then I called a divorce attorney. Quietly. Purposefully. No shouting. No drama. Just fact. When the papers arrived, Claire burst into tears. I told her I couldn't rebuild what she destroyed. She accused me of ending us, but I reminded her, it was her choice. She disappeared a week later. But the betrayal cut deeper. On a quiet afternoon, Claire's friend Kelly texted me from a small cafe. She'd seen intimate messages between Claire and a man named Nathan Gray, not a drunken mistake, but months of hidden affair. She described messages counting down the days until his arms were around her. I pictured Nathan, polished, married, Claire's former boss. My anger burned, but I stayed silent and collected screenshots. That evening, I found their WhatsApp chat and hotel bookings. Cozy suite near Jackson Hole. This was no fling. This was planned. A second life. I decided not to break her publicly. I chose clarity over drama. I reached out to Nathan's wife, Melissa, with a calm, factual message: "I'm Ethan Cole. I believe you deserve to know." Then I logged off. Not revenge. Respect. 3 days later, Claire stormed into my kitchen, accusing me of cruelty. I looked her in the eye and said, "You lied, cheated, and risked my health." I showed the truth, not spite. She fled, he disappeared, his wife filed. Claire moved away. Life after betrayal wasn't cinematic. It was steady, quiet, an unbroken routine of healing. I changed the locks, sold the furniture, repainted the house. I resumed coffee at sunrise, runs through morning streets, careful dates with friends who held space for my grief. I transferred jobs to a small-town branch in Bellingham. Peace, trees, purpose. 9 months have passed. I'm free. Free from lies, from nights of doubt. The hardest step was stepping back into silence, into my own space. The real revenge wasn't explosive, it was peaceful. It was living without toxicity, sleeping without whispers of what could have been, waking up to myself again. Have you ever had your heart shattered and found something better waiting underneath? Maybe this is for you. Drop a single dot in the comments, just times, to say you survived. Subscribe to Broken Vows for more real stories of betrayal, healing, and quiet strength. Maybe someone close to you needs this reminder. Some moments demand silence, not noise. Some people aren't worth drama, they're worth distance. I chose clarity over chaos. I chose myself. And slowly, I'm remembering who I am.